transformation of routine and schedule, talking about potentially having a third and what that is going to look like in the long run. Hello friends, welcome to today's vlog. Happy Saturday. My name is Jess, for those of you that are new here, and I make all sorts of motherhood, lifestyle, home style type videos. I'm currently sitting in what is a mess of a playroom, so I thought it would be fun today to take you guys along with me and chat while I just clean up little messes that have just accumulated throughout my house that are driving me crazy. So I thought it'd be fun to do like a little vlog while I clean and talk to you about what's been going on in my life lately. It's been a lot. I realized by the time this video comes out, it will have been a month since the last vlog that I did with my husband, the 6 things we learned in 6 years of marriage, which was a super fun vlog to do. And then we celebrated our anniversary this last Sunday, which was really fun. We went out to dinner and it was super fun. We'll get into all of that, but for now, let's get started. My main goal for today is to just like get the little messes under control, and my first stop is gonna be the toy rotation shelf, because this is where all of the things need to go that are just like everywhere on the floor right now. So I'm just gonna deal with the floor mess first and start by doing a little toy rotation for the girls, because we just got their new kits from Lovevery and I don't have anywhere to put them. And a lot of them are redundancies for toys that we already have. So I'm gonna be decluttering a few pieces as well, just to make space and not just like accumulate and have doubles of everything. We're just gonna get started with that. And while I do that, we're gonna talk about where I've been and things that I have been up to lately. Life has just been very good lately. Like, it's been good things happening, but overall it's just been very busy and pretty much a total transformation of routine and schedule and expectations on myself as a mother and on my kids as they are toddlers. Just a lot of really good, healthy expectational adjustments that have been going on that I've really been enjoying lately with my kids and my husband, as we're just figuring out our kids and getting to know each other again in this new season of having young kids, and like talking about potentially having a third and what that is going to look like in the long run. So it's just been a lot going on mentally for me, and so I just have not had the capacity to vlog or really do anything with socials, which has been great, because I feel like I've been able to give my family and the things going on in my life the appropriate amount of attention that they need and require of me, and not being distracted by a vlog. So I'm so glad to be back on here and doing this again, but I'm just coming at it with a different perspective and a new holistic view of just where my life needs to be at right now that works for me and my family. Okay, the shelf is cleaned. Now I need to bring out the toys that are going to live on here next. Touching on new routines, I found going into having toddlers, you are just by the seat of your pants, you're kind of winging a lot of stuff, seeing what works for you and your family, and all of that is fantastic. But at the same time, it can be so daunting and overwhelming that you're just kind of like looking for help or asking for help from other people that you know. Or honestly, the biggest resource and help to me has been the influencers on here that are in similar seasons, a much better grip on it than I would say that I do. I think I went into it, you know, having a good understanding of what I was getting into, but then just like the day-to-day, every mental development just kept coming, and I found myself getting just really tired and worn out. And it got to a point where I was like, I just need help. Like, what do I do? And I just needed the reminder of like, this doesn't last forever. This is such a short season, and I want to be able to enjoy it to the max capacity that I can. And so looking to other influencers, like, how do you enjoy the season while also keeping your head above water? Because it's intense mothering 2 little toddlers while also, you know, balancing your life as an individual person and as a wife and a friend and a sister, a daughter. Like, it is a wide variety of things that just need to be balanced. And so I just found myself looking for help, and for a while it was really great to have a grip on like what I wanted to do as a mom and like routines and schedules, and it was really helpful to have an example of that. While I was just trying to like figure out what I wanted to do. And so recently my husband and I kind of like reevaluated our routines and our priorities and things that are just valuable to our family unit. And one thing we discovered was like, okay, the strict routine and schedule that we are going off of is not working for our family. And it's like, it was helpful in the beginning to just have some sort of predictability to our schedules and routines. And the girls obviously need consistency and routine and rhythm. Hold on. And so it was like, okay, yeah, like we need some consistency. Of course, the girls need balance, but it was getting to the point where it was like, okay, this is actually not working for our specific children. And so we took a hard look over the last month of what is going to work for our kids, what's going to work for our family. And it's not necessarily somebody else's routine that they've made for their kids. It was a good guideline and a good like base for where to start, but we ended up kind of reinventing our own routine and things that work for us and being more flexible because we're both in ministry, very heavily involved in ministry and in our church. And the routine and schedule we were doing just didn't work for our family or our kids and our lives and things that are important to us. So we decided to revamp what we are doing, and it's been great. We've found something very flexible and something that really does work for our family and our kids. They have consistency, they have that routine still, but it's much more adaptable and they're so flexible. Come to find out, pushing them or just giving them the opportunity to show us that they can be flexible, and they did, and it's been really great. We've had so much more peace when we are going and being involved in our church, because a lot of the time it's late nights. We're getting home between 8 and 9 o'clock and, we're making it work, and the girls are so just adaptable, and it's been so cool to see them just flourish in this new schedule and routine. So that's been a big thing that's been going on in our family. This is what I mean by little messes. They're just like little messes just in my room, on this shelf, on the banister, and then the state of the playroom is just like, I'm a neat person. I'm not necessarily a clean person, even though I have started to prioritize cleanliness in our home. But my personality is I cannot function when there is mess just everywhere in my house. And so these last few days have not been able to keep the house tidy because Zach's been off, and yesterday was the Good Friday service and tomorrow's Easter. And then the day before Good Friday, we had rehearsal and Zach and I were both on, and it has just been like so busy. We've been getting home really late, and so I just haven't had the capacity or time to like clean my house or keep up with the little messes. And so I'm doing that today. Both of the girls are out with Zach right now. He went to the store to pick up some candy for their Easter egg hunt tomorrow and some coffee from our coffee shop since it's Saturday, and I needed at least an hour to just get this whole place tidied. So right now I'm going to work on cluttering the redundancies in their toy basket. Back to things going on. Zach and I are talking and praying about growing our family even more. We definitely don't feel like we're done. And so that's been a lot of my mental capacity, just like, okay, logistically thinking about adding a third baby, and what does that mean for our family dynamic? What does that mean for me as their mom and the girls as they would be big sisters? Like, just thinking of all of the things that come with a baby, because I feel like it was so long ago that I went through all of that with Finley. I mean, she's 16 months now, so that was over a year and a half ago that I was pregnant. And this is probably the case for most mothers. Like, you just don't remember the pregnancy. You don't remember the bad. And that's why you keep having babies, because you're just like, I know it wasn't that bad. It was so great. I don't remember anything bad happening. And then you get pregnant again and you're just like, oh yeah, it was actually really hard. For the most part, I do remember most of my pregnancies and just like the difficulties, but on top of that, it's like, yeah, I could do that again. I could have another baby and be okay. I'm really excited for our future and the future dynamic of our family. I think it's going to be really great, but we're just kind of going steady, going slow, making sure it's intentional, and we're taking the right steps that we need to take for our family in order to make that happen. We would need to get like a minivan because our current car would not fit 3 car seats. And that's super exciting. I'm ready for my van era as a mother. Having a third baby would absolutely change the family dynamic, of course. And I love being pregnant. I love having babies. I love the newborn stage. And I feel like it's true. Every baby you have kind of does get easier because you're just so much more confident and you know what to expect. The newborn stage does not scare me because I just know what to expect. 2 to 3 is going to be interesting, but I don't think that it's going to be like as scary as the first, of course. Just the most random thing. That's what I'm talking about. It's just gotten so chaotic and messy. I love the girls playing and finding the little like imagination pieces. Oh, also on top of all of this, Charlie fell and hit her chin on our coffee table and split it. It was gnarly. And so that took up a week while I was just tending to her while she was recovering. And thankfully she didn't need to get stitches, but we did need to keep applying a butterfly bandage so she didn't like keep bleeding or it didn't heal really weird. So that also was like just something that I was not expecting to happen, of course. So that took up about a week, and that's another place that I've just been fully giving her all my attention. Super unfun. Next, I want to get up all the trash that's upstairs, which is a lot that has accumulated. We're gonna do trash next. This is our trash pile. Next, I think I'm going to work on getting the toys kind of situated here. Kind of a mess still. So I think we'll work on that next. Zach is on his way home with the girls, so I'm gonna go down and make them a quick lunch, and then we will resume our cleaning. I think I'll go downstairs and do some cleaning since they'll come up and do their naps. Will work out great because there are just as many messes downstairs as there were up here. I got a majority of it, but for now, let's go make the girls some lunch. Okay, I think we're gonna do just a quick mac and cheese. I saw a little hack on social media that I'm gonna try again today. I did it a few days ago for their mac and cheese, but when you can make the food more nutrient dense and just better for your kids, there is just a peace in my heart when I do need to give them something that's just a little quicker for lunch. Also, part of the reason why we are focusing on cleaning inside is because outside is snowing. everyone. We are at the end of this vlog. My main level is clean and tidy. I just need to vacuum up a few spaces that got some crumbs from just all of the shuffling and putting things away. Playroom is done, girls' rooms are clean, my room is clean. Finally was able to get around to cleaning my sheets. I'm just waiting for the duvet cover now, which is so lovely to have just clean sheets before going to bed. And thank you so much for joining me today and just catching up, seeing where I'm at, and accompanying me while I clean my house today. It was so fun to be able to vlog again. I've truly missed being able to do this, just to document where my life is at. And to be honest, life gets busy and that is okay. And that is part of life. And I love being so flexible and not stuck in a rut or feeling trapped, but knowing I'm in full control of my schedule and routine, and you know, my kids can adapt. We'll figure out the groove together and what works best for all of us, which is really fun to be able to do that with them. So I eventually would like to do another day in the life, just to, you know, show you what we've come up with, what works for our family, and just bring you along on another day in our life as a family. But for now, that's it. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad that you are here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.